and byways. And my Aunt Natalie is my favorite.
Look at the ice on the grass up here. It's where the water's been running off, coming out of the higher ground up here, surfaced and it's frozen. In case you folks may be wondering where we're at, and also you notice I don't have the beard anymore. I did that as a early Valentine's Day gift for the second love of my life, because the first love of my life is the Lord Jesus Christ, and then the second love of my life and the most important human love of my life is my beautiful, lovely, godly wife. But we're back home in Southwest Missouri, and we are very glad. And we've also have learned that we are extremely blessed in the area where we live. And but where we're at today, we have taken a drive down to our favorite Army Corps of Engineer campground, which is in Cape Fair, Missouri. And they've been doing a few upgrades, and they've closed some areas off, it looks like, because they're going to continue some upgrades and fixing roads and campsites, and which is phenomenal. But right now the area where we're at is what we call the swimming area side, and we're in the cove back in the far corner of that area and just walking around and checking stuff out. And so we'll share that with you, and we'll also share some of those other upgrades and things that we've seen from the other side that we call the boat ramp side, because that's where the boat ramps are at. And this is my beautiful, lovely, faithful, godly wife.
Heidi.
What's that?
I said Heidi.
She said Heidi. Her name's not Heidi, but that's her way of saying howdy. So, you know.
I said, tell Sandy it's not too hot here now.
Yeah.
See this?
Sandy Robinson, it's not too hot here now, so you and Dave could come here and camp host, and we'd be able to come and visit you a lot, because we really love this area. We love this place back here. Very, very pretty, y'all. Alright, we're going to go share some of the other area with you over here on the swim area side. Okay, so we're coming out of the little cove area where we were just walking at, and coming back up through here. And let me get over here on the other side of Natalie real quick so we look over and show you guys. That's the Cape Fair Marina over there, and we'll go over and look at some of that here in a little bit. But you can see the campground on this side. Really cool playground over there for kids.
Not very busy today.
No, it's really not.
Not busy at all this weekend.
Yeah.
Y'all should come.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all should take her advice and come to the campground and go camping this weekend. There's not that many people here. But that's because it's closed down right now. Not for repairs, but they close, it's seasonal. Closed down in October, and then they open again in April. So, and it's January 24th, 2019 right now. There's bathrooms and showers up there. Very nice.
These are new.
Yep, some of these sites right here on this side are new, and there's some newer fire rings. These tables here and these pads where the table is at, that's new. And
oh, it's so nice.
They've come in and updated some of the campsites. We noticed that on the other side of the playground as we were coming in, that those sites over there have not been updated. Of course, those were updated a few years back, so they really didn't have anything that needed to be done.
Oh, these are nice.
Looking really good.
I like this site.
Yeah. This one is a really nice wide site right here, and this is not a double site, folks. This is a single campsite.
It's a little too close to the playground for me.
Yeah. A little too close to the playground for us, but that's okay. This is a nice wide campsite here. They put in new picnic table pad there. And this one here still has one of the old concrete tables. So, and then the old concrete prep table.
All new water spigots.
These all new water spigots,
Yep.
hydrants through here. Yep, this one's a new one. Now we are members at Castle View Estates, which is probably 25-30 minute drive from here, back over towards Kimberling City, Missouri, on the south side of Branson West. And
We have a review.
we actually have a review of that campground and resort, and so y'all can go and check that out too if you want, which is, we would appreciate that.
Wow. When we camped here before, we camped in a pop-up.
Yeah.
So we always wanted to be close to the bathroom.
Yeah, we've always wanted to be close to the bathrooms, and on this side,
But we're getting a
there's
new
your
baby.
bathrooms and showers right there. Yeah, you all had seen, if you had seen in one of our earlier videos, we had to downsize while we were on the road. We had to downsize from Patience, the big 36-foot bumper pull travel trailer that we had. When we got to Texas, we were about to get into some mountains that Duke, our 2005 Ford Expedition, was not going to be able to pull that heavy RV through those bigger hills and mountains that we were about to get into while we were there. And so we had to very quickly advertise it for sale and sell it very cheap. And then we turned around and bought a pop-up, which we dubbed the name Baby.
Because she's really little.
Yeah, she is. But man, oh, we had her. She was loaded down. And we made the rest of the trip with her. But now, being back home now, we need to get something that's going to be a little bit more of a permanent home, because we do not have a sticks and bricks house to go to. So
And we want to continue the RV lifestyle.
yeah, we do. We want to continue the RV lifestyle because we do plan to do some shorter trips. Not being gone for 6 months anymore, if the Lord will allow it, for us to not be gone that long.
And we just enjoy the simple life of
We
that.
we do. We keep it simple. We like it. So it's not a complicated lifestyle. And but we have it's a 24-foot fifth wheel.
Yay!
Yeah, awesome. So, but we're going to be getting that probably within the first maybe week or two of March. maybe sooner, the Lord wills. And then when we get that, we'll give you a tour of it and everything. We'll check back in with you here in just a little bit, guys, and show you the other side of the campground and show you some of the upgrades that they've been doing.
Enjoy the music.
Yeah, in the meantime, enjoy the music. Over there is where we were just at a moment ago. Now we're going to drive over to what we call the boat ramp side and show you some of the upgrades and things over there. Some of the upgrades that they've done are these campsites right here on the left as you first make it over here on this side. And they put up new rail. I'm sorry, I can't roll my window down because it's off the track, so. But they have put up new rail and landscaping block there. They have filled in, extended these areas, and you can see where the concrete used to end right there. They put in new electrical boxes, new water hydrants.
About doubled the size of the site.
Yeah, they've actually, doing that, they've actually doubled the size of the sites. They've also put in new picnic tables and fire rings over here too, and on these sites.
These are really nice.
It is. These right here, like these last two or three campsites, used to, the tables were concrete and they just kind of sat off to the side and weren't real great. So as far as the location, you can see there's some block right there, so they're still working to finish these up to have them ready by the time they open back. They've been doing this work over here. They've cleared a lot out right here and have made another parking lot, and you can still see there's equipment sitting over here.
You can see how small the parking lot used to be.
Yeah, because where the equipment is sitting at, you can see the concrete right there, and that's all that was there for the parking lot for the showers and bathrooms on this side of the campground. And they've actually extended quite a bit, and a lot of that I think that why they've made such a bigger parking lot to add to this is because they are a lot of fishermen, and they do have a number of tournaments throughout the summer. They've upgraded, got new electrical boxes, water hydrants. They have cleaned and widened the sites and put in picnic table pads and new picnic tables.
New drains.
And new drains, as well as new fire rings. So they've updated those. Now, unfortunately, those are the only campsites that they have right now on this side. We're going to do a drive-through to show you just how big this side over here is. Now, on this side, these used to be campsites all down through here, and there's a road right here. This used to be a road that would go on over and connect with other campsites further in on this side. But you can see they have come in and have busted up the asphalt, because it was asphalt, and have busted it up and have removed it. They've left all the road beds, and they put in some new drains and rock around them back on over there, so that leads me to believe that they're going to come in and put in some new blacktop and redo the sites over here as time and finances permit, I'm sure. Let's go down here by the first boat ramp on this side. The first boat ramp. Now, we did a review of this campground, oh, it's been a year ago or so.
Year and a half.
I think that when we did our first drive-through campground review of this campground. But and if you go back and see any of it, you'll notice that there's quite a bit of updates that are being done here. So, you can see right there, and you see where the big pile of chunk rock is right over there. You can see that that's blocking a road that connected that would go through on this lower side and would connect with the other campsites that used to be over in here. Well, you can see some of the debris from the asphalt stuff that they pulled up. We just passed. And this used to be campsites all up in here. And then you can see a portion of the road right there, which they've, like I said, they've taken all the asphalt, pulled it up, and there was campsites all up through there on both sides of the road. And they pulled up, busted and pulled up all the asphalt from it as well. So we're going to pan over real quick and show you some of the marina and the boat docks, just to kind of give you an idea of how large the marina is over here. It's pretty extensive. They didn't used to have near this many boat docks over here, but just within the last few years they've really added a lot to it. But the Army Corps of Engineer on this lake, which is Table Rock, is not allowing them to go out past this last boat dock. They're not going to allow them, wouldn't issue permits for them to extend any further out into this channel, so which is really, really good. And of course you can see, I'm sorry, you can see that where they put some blacktop in over here on part of this parking lot. And then we go on over here. There's another boat ramp. And it's right here. It's a lot steeper. It's right here. Then we're going to turn around real quick because we want to share with you guys the pavilion, and we'll insert some pictures of it because we came up here and took some pictures. They upgraded it too. Here back in the spring of 2018, this was all really muddy up in here. They've come up here and put in a lot of new gravel. They put in new picnic tables, new light fixtures, new wiring, and new barbecue grill over there. And so it's pretty nice. And then we'll go ahead and insert some pictures for y'all to take a look at that here real quick. Okay, so now we're coming up the hill from the steep boat ramp. You can kind of see off through the trees right there, the pavilion where we were just at. And there was a road here, and you can see where it would drive on through over that way. And I don't want to drive down through there just for the sake of, I don't want to disturb anything that they might have done.
And it's really wet.
Yeah. So, but this is the upper road. So there's the upper road. There was this one lower than that, and then the one on down just before you get to the parking lot that we were driving through a while ago by the marina.
I miss my wife and my family. I dream at night of green grass and trees. My daughter's always that mountain home. But when I wake, I'm all alone. Well, times ago, I think I said I work all day for a cold hard bed. Now heaven knows
You're used to me doing this, but I'm going to do this. So, this is the first episode of Uncle Bill's Camera Confessions for 2019. And I have to speak up a little bit because I never talk loud enough for this thing. But so where we're at right now is we are at the Cape Fear Corps of Engineers campground. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pan around here and I'm going to show you just a little bit of the wilderness here. The country and the beautiful trees, and there's deer out here and squirrel. Well, not right now, but typically you will see deer and squirrel and chipmunk, sometimes fox, coyote, armadillo, raccoons, possums, and right about in this area right here, probably in here somewhere, and along this bank there is typically some very, very nice cactus. Probably a little bit less now than what there used to be years ago, because it is now time for Uncle Bill's Camera Confessions. And this would be the location where Bill Merritt Jr., at the time Pastor Bill Merritt Jr., got out of his vehicle, climbed through the brush and over onto the ledge and stole, yes, that's what I said, he stole some cactus. And maybe he'll be surprised when he sees this, but he probably won't, because he knows why I stopped here, but he's not quite sure how I've told this story. But he was tempted by a deceitful woman who caused him to sin and steal the cactus that lived in his front yard for a very, very long time. And that is your first episode of Uncle Bill's Camera Confession. Confession.
We hope that y'all enjoyed this this little review, 2019 review of Cape Fear Campground, Army Corps of Engineers in Cape Fear, Missouri. Now, when they open back up for the season, we will do another review of the campground when it's in full swing, and there are people here and they've got both sides open, and we'll see exactly how far they've come along on the campsites and stuff at that time. But until then, we hope that you've enjoyed this campground review here at Army Corps of Engineers, Cape Fear, Missouri. And until we see y'all again,
take care,
stay safe,
and God bless.
All right, we'll see y'all down the road. And don't forget, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share them, and please comment. We love to get your feedback and questions that y'all may have. So please do that. We'd appreciate it very much. And is there anything else you can think of?
I can.
Oh, what is it?
Face poke.
Face poke.
Trouble starts when the whistle blows. It's the